So, hello everybody, this is Paul Jasmine Gonzalez. Welcome to my video blog, welcome to my channel. Let's hope that today I don't get stuck in traffic like yesterday. Yesterday I got in traffic. Really bad, arrived at half an hour late. Hopefully, no traffic today. Knock on wood. Yeah, it's Monday already. It's the last week of September. Holy shit. Like, seriously, personally, like, I can't believe that we're in the last week of September. It feels kind of like very surreal, honestly. Like, you've been going like flying through, honestly. Like, it's insane. This Saturday, October 2nd, 2021 at the Celebrate Sport Complex, New York Championship Wrestling, Year 3. Year 3. I will be defending my championship belt against Riley Shepard, my toughest opponent, my nemesis, or maybe I'm the nemesis. I mean, I'm the villain. So anyway, but yeah, I will be there. Get your tickets. It's going to be amazing. White Sport New York, Accelerated Sport Complex. Bell starts at 6 o'clock, so make sure to get there early to grab a seat and watch it. Show of wrestling. Will I be able to retain my belt? Will Riley Shepard recover the belt that you won on the first show? Not on the first show, but on the first show where the title was introduced. He was the first champion, so will she become a champion again? So it's going to be very interesting. So come and get your ticket. Go get your tickets. Or come and get your tickets early and enjoy an amazing independent wrestling show. I know there are other promotions, but you know, that's why it is, you know. And then, after October 2nd, I'm taking a little bit of a break, because the next show is going to be on October 23rd. And I know New York Championship Wrestling is doing one in Colony, New York, which is local, near where I live. So if you are local, please go and support. I, on the other hand, I've been invited to go to Battlefront Pro Wrestling Extreme in Ludlow, Massachusetts on October 23rd. So, yeah, I'll be going to Battlefront Pro Wrestling Extreme. Gangrel is going to be there. It's been a while since I have seen Gangrel, and I got to team up with him one time. I don't know what's going to happen this time, but all in all, it's going to be an amazing show. Gangrel is going to be wrestling Gigi Sosa for the non-title match in a casket match. The loser will be put into a casket. That is an amazing thing that will happen in that show. Then, on October 31st, details coming soon. I'll be going to New Jersey. I will be posting details soon. New Jersey. It's been a while since I wanted to be wrestling in New Jersey, and it's finally happening. It's happening. I'm going to be going to New Jersey to wrestle. Yes. To wrestle. PJ the Weapons going to New Jersey. I wonder if I have fans in New Jersey. I mean, I don't think fans in New Jersey know who I am. Right? Show up to see me wrestle. I don't know. Like, there's only one way to find out. Honestly, like, we'll see. We'll see. And then, yeah, those are the wrestling shows that are coming up in October. November, my favorite month of the year is November. Mostly because November is a special day. Has a special day in my life. I'm not going to say a lot because I want people to understand, but I love November. Yeah. So, in November, and we're in December. Damn, I can't believe we're going to be getting to November soon. About a month. So, yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, so yeah. Having talked about wrestling for a little bit, so let's change. Like last night, I really was depressed. You know, depression can be yesterday. I think it's the season changing. Days are getting darker now. Earlier, yeah, depression is something that has been bothering me, and I'm still trying to think like what is making me unhappy, why I'm so unhappy with what I have, what's making me feel so depressed. I don't know if it's because the pandemic is still going on and it's going for way longer than it should, mostly because people are not getting vaccinated and people just making it a thing about their rights, which it's ridiculous. A pandemic, you should do more to protect yourself and protect others, especially with a virus like this one that can kill, that can be very deadly, and I feel like maybe that's added to it. Maybe all the stuff that happened recently with what happened in Afghanistan and other things that have been global warming and the hurricanes and all that kind of stuff, because global warming is a real issue, honestly, and it's sad because I wish it was an easy answer to solve that problem, but there isn't, honestly. This is something that has to come from everybody, not only one or two nations to solve the problems, It has to be everybody, but, we know that here in a pandemic, people are not going to do much if they can, because they're going to make it a issue. But right, it's like, imagine making global warming, we've been trying, but we know that it hasn't done much, honestly. And it's unfortunate because global warming will have devastating results in the environment, and it's sad to think about it. People are going to lose their homes. Storms are going to get bigger, and they have gotten bigger. They have gotten more destructive. There's rainfall. The amount of rainfall that falls on some of these events, we know it's been very deadly and devastating. Mostly because infrastructure, when you design things, and this is from my background as an engineer, when you design things to be part of to have but it's not a design storm, a certain water flow that you are going to be able to manage and take out the structure that you design, whether it's a parking lot, whether it's a bridge or pipelines that so you design based on a certain amount of water that you expect to fall, and usually it's a 100-year storm. And what happened is because the storm is exceeding that maximum, it's causing flooding, causing a lot of damage, so things were not designed to handle the magnitude of water that we've been getting with these new storms have been coming out of the Atlantic. So global warming is affecting us because of that, and you cannot blame the engineers that designed that because it's not their fault. They did their job. Is the fact that things were under design, and so now you have to, and there's no way that you can take a cities, even a city like this one where I live, their infrastructure is old. Even if upgrading it is almost nearly impossible. So a catastrophe is bound to happen when you get events like that type of storm in the area. Same with Puerto Rico. It's what happened with Maria in Puerto Rico. Things were designed for a particular storm. Maria exceeded all that, and it caused a lot of damage because of that. And honestly, for all cities and towns, upgrading the infrastructure is highly costly. It's very difficult. So that's not something that is kind of easily solvable. But preventing global warming would have been a great case scenario. How long I've been telling people that, we need to reduce, we need to do more for global warming, yada yada, and nobody has done anything. So now we're paying the price for not taking that serious, and it's unfortunate. It's totally unfortunate in my opinion. And at this point, it's just what can we do now? You know, and there's really an answer. You know, and I'm not even working as an engineer, so I'm just a grocery worker right now. So I'm not even part of the people responsible for coming up with ideas. But there are things that we will have to start thinking. You know, how can we reduce emissions? You know, how can we reduce emissions in terms of electricity, gas usage? You know, it's not going to be an easy answer, but somehow we need to start and taking the issue serious. Otherwise, get ready for more bigger and worse storms than what you've seen recently. You know, it's going to happen. It's just the reality of it. And so, yeah, definitely global warming is something that I'm concerned about, and that could be depressing me because I wish I could be doing more for that to help, given the fact that I got a degree. You know, sometimes I also even things about Puerto Rico. The other day I was watching the news and saw that in Puerto Rico more pharmaceuticals are going to go down there. So I was like, I'm staying here, like working at Walmart. Probably go back to Puerto Rico, working down there. You know, contribute something to Puerto Rico, be closer to my family. You know, I don't want to be that pessimistic, but also like thinking about the possible things that could happen to my family. You know, I had an uncle dying months ago. I had an uncle getting sick recently with heart issues. And family members are getting older, unfortunately. It's just the way that life is, you know. But also more concerned about my immediate family. My parents are getting older, they're not getting any younger. If I stay here, like, how can I manage if something happens to my parents up there, you know? And will my sister be able to manage okay? Will I have to stop what I'm doing here, go down there and take care of things, you know? And if I have to, will I have the money to be able to do that? And those are questions that I have, and not having an answer of how can I do it, because I have to be honest, right now I got no savings whatsoever. I have no savings. I have no retirement savings. I have no savings. And it's difficult to say because the cost of living here in New York is expensive. That's one. And I'm trying to think about ways, things that I could do to save money, you know. And unfortunately, it comes down that, like I think I explained in the previous video yesterday, it comes down to my income. But I'm barely, like, I'm looking at the job that I have that pays the amount of money that I'm getting, but like other jobs have been offering shitty wages that is just like, how can I live with this? You know, this is disgusting. You know, it's unfortunate and it sucks. Honestly, tell that people it sucks. The option maybe will be to move to a place where I'm closer, because if I live up here, like traveling to Puerto Rico is more expensive. If I move to a place where I can be closer to an airport that will have direct flights to Puerto Rico, that will put me closer, and I feel like that could help me save some money. But do I want to move out of New York? Where will I go? You know? So those are a lot of questions that I have, and I don't have an answer to those questions, you know? And then definitely the concerns has always my safety too, because as a trans woman, like in Puerto Rico, being a trans woman, a lot of trans women have been killed recently. You know, in 2020, Alexa got killed, and there was one case that made it to the news and all that kind of stuff. So definitely it's something that I'm always concerned about my safety. I've been here in the United States, like, where if I move, where will I go? I don't want to go to a place where I'm going to be discriminated because the society here in New York, I'm doing okay, you know, I could be doing better. But people have to realize that transphobia will always exist. And I'm not the cutest strongest person ever out there. I'm also Holly Butch, and people tend to have their own biases when it comes to women. Unfortunately, I'm glad that at my workplace that hasn't been the case. But who knows? When I go to a job interview, people can be as judgmental, and you will never know that. They can give you an excuse not to hire you that doesn't necessarily need to be. But if they think you don't fit their image of how you should look as a professional, they're not going to hire you regardless. So so it's tough, So I don't want to go to a place where I know I'm going to be in a position where I will not be safe, And so I really don't know, but it's something that I've been thinking about moving out of New York. But I don't know if I'm going to make it this year or next. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that I feel like if I don't do that, if I don't start planning, something may happen to my family, and I may have to deal with that. And I know that I would regret. I know that will be regretting my actions. So something would happen to my family down in Puerto Rico, and I cannot go down there. So definitely, it's something that I have in consideration, I would say. And I hate to talk about it, but I feel like that is what might be making me depressed, and it's all that combination of all these factors that have been there, and there's not an easy answer on how can I solve these problems, but yeah, definitely it's something that I need to think about. There are things that that I've been thinking about, and that's besides other stuff like dealing with stress of the workplace. I'm feeling like, man, this totally sucks. Like, I haven't done nothing with my life. I'm working at Walmart. Like, what I'm doing with my life, honestly. Until I get education, I did nothing. But at the same time, I have other things that I feel more proud to. I always love wrestling. I love wrestling. I'm happy with my wrestling career. I love what I have done in that end. I love the fact that I got the chance to do theater in the area. I love theater too. Stage combat. I've been doing that in the area. I have had the chance to participate in a lot of projects through the years that I've been living here, and I'm proud of that. In all honesty, regardless of what anybody will think, I'm proud of those things. It's like I don't know how many people are familiar with my work in theater or stage combat, what I've done in the area, but I'm happy with what I have done around here, And even with wrestling, I'm happy with what I have done in wrestling. I think after this weekend, regardless of what happened, this weekend, I'm proud. I'm really proud, And I'm glad for the opportunities that I've gotten in wrestling. And realistically, I'm not going to be doing wrestling forever, but, I'm going to enjoy it for as long as I can. At some point, it's going to happen. I will have to stop. Age, you get old. So, when's that going to happen? I don't know. But it's going to happen, Or if I have to move out of the area, then I will move to a different place. But, I've been finding other ways to keep myself entertained. Again, theater is one of the things that I still like, and it's not like I continue doing forever. So yeah, there are other things that I can do. There's life after wrestling, sure. And I've been working as a ref lately in some promotions, so there's also that, I can work as a ref too. In wrestling, we always need refs, Not everybody can be a wrestler. Not everybody can afford to be a wrestler. So, but there are other things you can do. Managers too. I think my gimmick, and somebody told me this, that I could be a great manager. I'm considering becoming a manager too. So yeah, definitely as a manager, I will be fantastic. I think it will be fun. Anyway, that's how I got. I'm getting close to work, so I'm going to stop here an hour. It went 20 minutes. This enormous video blog, 20 minutes of talking bullshit. But anyway, that's how I got. Just needed to get it out, and we'll see. Get it to work. So yeah. Peace out, everybody. Get vaccinated. Please get vaccinated. Vaccines are safe. They're effective. They will protect you. Please get vaccinated. Anyway, peace out. Stay safe.